Hey Hooper, it's Deanne Love here, and in this video I am going to answer a frequently asked question, and that question is, do I really need a weighted hoop? So, there are many different ways to answer this. First of all, you kind of want to define what a weighted hoop is. Now, I think of a weighted hoop as one of these chunky mamas that you probably get from a department store or a sports store. This one I got from a department store. It clicks together. It is super wonky, and it's also super heavy. Now, this is 1.5 kilograms. I'm going to leave the conversions below on that if you are not using the metric system. And then, so I call this a weighted hoop, and then I call this a dance hoop, which is also great for beginners. This is about 500 grams, so a whole lot less weighty, but you will notice that it is a little bit smaller. Now, if you are a total beginner, what is going to work for you for on-body waist hooping for dancing and working out is something that is a little larger. So ultimately, if I was just starting out hooping, this would be a really cool diameter. It touches the floor, comes up to around about my belly button. Even higher would be better. And this might be the kind of hoop that I move towards after I've hooped for a little bit. But to answer, do I really need a weighted hoop? Do you really need a weighted hoop for hoop dance and play? My answer is no. This is way too heavy. If I was trying to spin this on my hand, I feel kind of scared. If I was to drop this in my living room, if I was to drop this on my feet when I'm a beginner, I would feel like that is super dangerous. So my answer to do I need a weighted, like a 1.5 kilo hoop to dance and play with, my answer is no. But let's do a test. So I'm going to take this super weighted 1.5 kilo hoop, and then I'm going to take this dance hoop, which is also great for beginners, and we're going to do a 10-minute test. So we are going to see how many calories I actually burn. If I burn more with the weighted hoop or more with the dance hoop, I don't know. So that's another way to answer, do I really need a weighted hoop? So what I'm going to do is 10 minutes with this guy, and then 10 minutes with this one. And I have my Fitbit on. We're going to check how many calories I burn. It's going to be exciting. All right, let's get started. Okay, 10 minutes. Here we go. No moving my feet. Okay, so after 10 minutes of relatively low-key hooping, but that's because I know how to hoop. When I first started hooping, that would have been really challenging for me. Not moving my feet, staying in the one position, and trying to keep my arms relatively relaxed, not in the air, not dancing around. I'm not going to say it was the most boring 10 minutes of my life because it's still hula hooping, but I really wanted to dance. I burned 40 calories. Okay, that's with this big mama. Wasn't very comfortable, but now it is time to have a look at 10 minutes with a dance hoop. It's a lot lighter, so it's going to not feel as intense on my lower back, but I am guessing that I will have to work a little bit harder. Let's see. Okay, and the same style of hooping for 10 minutes, feet planted on the floor, not a lot of dancing around, arms pretty relaxed. With a dance hoop, I burned 58 calories. Why? I wonder. Well, I would have to say that the weight of a really huge hoop, a 1.5 kilo hoop, is unnecessary because it actually slows down my body's movement. It feels uncomfortable and it slows down my body's movement. With a dance hoop that is big enough for me, this is still an adult size hoop, it's not a kid's hoop, and it has enough weight in it that I can keep it rotating, but I have to quicken my pace a little. And anytime that we quicken the pace of the body, that we make more movement, then of course we're going to burn more calories. We're going to expend more energy. So that is why 10 minutes on both of the hoops, it was likely, I guess, that I would use more calories or I would burn more energy with a dance hoop. So what is the moral of the story? Get a hoop that is big enough for you, an adult size hoop that you can comfortably keep it on your body, but it doesn't have to have a whole lot of extra weight. For me personally, the weighted hoop felt really uncomfortable, almost sickening, whereas this guy felt really comfortable. I could keep it on my body. The thing that I would say is to totally make sure that your diameter is right. You don't want to go for a little kid's hoop because then you're going to give up because you can't keep it on your waist. So you want your diameter to be big, but you don't necessarily need to have a very heavy hoop. Okay, and if you are just learning and you're trying to work out this waist thing, then don't forget to check links below for my 7 days to waist hooping. Super fun. It's free. It's over on hooplovers.tv, but you will find all of the details down below. And if you are a hooper and you just stopped by to check out how many calories I was burning today, then make sure you leave me a comment below, say hi, or jump on over to Instagram. I am at Deanne Love XO. I'll see you there.